Now, a real estate myth that I want to bust is one, we're going to talk about 100% financing. There's a lot of people that I've seen in Facebook groups, YouTube videos, at networking events, Instagram, wherever, saying that 100% financing for real estate investments is a myth. That is not true. You can obtain 100% of the acquisition cost and 100% of the construction budget for a fix and flip property from a single institution. Because when you receive a fix and flip loan, it's usually in two parts. There's the acquisition and then the construction draw, which is given in disbursements throughout your project. Now, where most people might say it's a myth is because what I see typically taught for 100% financing is where a lender might do 80-100, 90-100, right? 80% of the acquisition, 100% construction. 90% of the acquisition, 100% of the construction. And they're liquidating credit cards or maybe using a second lender to cover that gap, that 10 or 20% equity that you have in the project. While those are strategies that are real, and they work, it's not true 100% financing. You're just using two separate capital sources to complete one project. And that's not bad, right? If that's what works for you and you have a solid strategy, then cool. However, you can receive 100% financing for the acquisition and rehab budget from a single lender. Now, a myth that I do see around this that I want to bust and say is not true is that this is a good product for first-time investors. That is a super high leverage product. And when you have a new investor that's coming in looking for 100% financing, I have typically seen that to be because the investor does not have the initial capital to go and get a project, right? To whereas it's really used as a tool for experienced investors that are looking to do multiple projects at once and they don't want to tie up their cash flow. That's who the product is best for. Some of the minimum underwriting requirements that you'll see for 100% financing might look like 5 experiences within the last 36 months. An experience would be a purchase, renovation, and sale on a property under your company within a 3-year time period. Some people might do 2-year time period. Some lenders might do a 5-year time period. Just specify that with the lender that you're using. As well as a 680 minimum credit score, and they want to see a certain amount of liquidity. Now, what is liquidity? Why does it matter in 100% financing? Why do I have to have money if you're literally about to give me 100% of everything? As the lender, my job is to protect the balance sheet, right? So I want to know that if hiccups come along the way, that you can actually complete the project. Some of the liquidity requirements that you might see is somewhere between 5 to 10% of the total loan amount. Counted for interest reserves. And then you'll see maybe 20% of your construction budget as operating capital. And then you have your closing cost as well, and maybe your down payment if applicable. 100% financing, you won't have a down payment, but there might be certain situations where you might receive a haircut on your max leverage. For example, maybe the house was built before a certain date, whatever. Now we want to see credit. This person pays their money back. 2, we want to see liquidity, cash. So that way we know that this person might not just want to tie all this cash up into this project, but they do have cash to maybe complete the project if this doesn't work out, or if maybe the construction budget wasn't wide enough. And we want to see experience. This person knows how to get in and out of a project successfully.